Hi friends, my name is Shane Naik from Goa. I'm settled in the US for the last 20 years. I came to Divine Retreat Center last year. So 2016, I want to tell you, 2016 at my job in the US, I got in an accident. And the accident was such a horrific because I cannot even walk or talk to people. It was my neck was my C6 and C7 was a disc came out. That bad accident was, and I was in a bed for 2 years. We did the surgery 6 months later. I was taking oxycodone, I was taking steroids just to take a pain away. That was, and doctor said finally I need a surgery on my spine, a neck cervical. So C6, 4, 5 and 6, 7 was damaged, he said. So he said let's do the worst part first, which is C6 and 7. So finally finalized my surgery in April 17, and we did the surgery, my first surgery on my neck, and put the disc inside, which is titanium ball in my neck right there at present. And I was fine. 2 weeks became 3 weeks, became fine, month became fine, and then I started getting vertigo problems. And I was taking sunbath in my balcony, and then my wife called me, Shane, can you come inside for a second? Once I got up from my porch, all I know is 10 steps down, which is my steps I took. I didn't even realize all I know is I've been hospitalized. So again, a vertigo problem took place, and my C5, 4 and 5 is pressed now. So doctor said we have to do another surgery, and I said, doctor, we need another surgery. So I did all the plans. June 29, I'm going to do second surgery for my C4 and 5 to know. And before one more visit, I did doctor, I want to go India. That came in my dream. I want to go to India and see my family. In the dream, same time I got the message, Shane, don't do the surgery. So I told my doctor to postpone. I want to make a visit to India, and then I decided I want to go Pota. It came in my dream, I want to go visit family, so I want to come to Pota and visit Divine Retreat Center. So I called my friend that and arranged and he did the arrangement. I came to Pota on the wheelchair and a cane with no hand, and my legs were swelling, and very hard to sit on a chair, and I have tailbone also problem then. Yeah, I don't know what to do, and it was hard for me to sit down too long on a chair. Only I can sit like 10 minutes the most, and then get up, then again sit down. My legs was up on the chairs in Divine Retreat Center in the prayer meetings. So it was very difficult for me. On the day, Wednesday, I got some healing. Father was praying and he got the healing. People who have the back pain, it's going away. And the first thing I got, which is my lower back, was going away. My arms was getting numb. I cannot lift my arms up to air. And then he said neck pains going away. People who have the neck pain is going away. And the second thing I hear is my neck pain is going away. Finally, I get up from the chair and jumping in the air, lifting my hands up in the air. It was such a big moment in my life. Such a big moment in my life. I cannot say thank you enough to God, who did it without medicine. I didn't even take a medicine. This was since last year to now. I didn't take even one pill yet. No oxycodone, no any type of medicine. I didn't even go to see doctors anymore. So I came here for a Thanksgiving to Pota again this year, and as so far I have no pain, no pinching nerves in my arms and all, so I'm perfectly fine. I go to gym 3 times a week, working out. Doctor said you just keep doing what you are doing right now. You don't need any more surgeries. So it's all about my faith in God. I just keep praying. All I do is now pray, pray, pray.
Hello, hi, I'm Roshan Smith. I come from Hyderabad and we are a family of 4 people. Today I would like to, share with you God's marvelous work in my life. I was here for a retreat back in 2018 January, and during that course, basically what happened is I had lost my job in 2017 November. I came here for a general retreat, but as part of the retreat, Father Augustine mentioned that there were jobs out there, about 5 of them, 3 being in the local and 2 abroad. Once the retreat was over, when I walked out of the retreat hall, I turned on my phone from the aeroplane mode to the normal mode, and immediately I got a call from my ex-colleague who basically called me stating that there was a job available, in Bangalore, and I was hesitant to actually pick up the job because I did not want to go to Bangalore. With interacting with one of the sisters over here, she said that if it is God's will, everything would go smooth. Keeping that in mind, I joined the organization at Bangalore. Once I joined the organization, everything was very peaceful out there. They gave me a job title of a technology manager. I was not way too impressed about the compensation that I received, but I still continued. I thought I would work there for just about 3 months and then depart, but things changed. I became, the primary focus for the organization, so much so that my reference was taken to the CEO, and recommendations were to get me to the position to lead an engineering team. I was then compensated by bumping it up, to a figure which I would not actually receive if I did go to another 2 organizations. So that was a boon. And in terms of the nature of work, everything went very well. Until today, everything is very peaceful. And I have come here as a Thanksgiving to attend this retreat. And as part of this retreat, I have also learned a couple of things, because I was very hurt by the fact that things that have happened during my childhood have not been, taken care of. So while Father Augustine mentioned during his sermon very clearly that while Adam was actually called out by God, Adam straight away blamed Eve without taking the responsibility to respond to God. But with Jesus coming in, Jesus actually has taken everything on the cross by forgiving people, forgiving everybody, and there's never been a blame. So I have learned that, and I go back with that message that I'm supposed to work on.
My name is Florine Fernandez and I am from Bombay. I have 2 children, 1 son and 1 daughter, and my husband expired 6 years back. I came to Divine in 2013 and I have been having this migraine since 28 years. Ever since I was working for past 30 years, but at the age of 35 I started this migraine, and it was very severe. When it starts, I cannot even get up, I can't talk to anyone. I have to be confined to my room with all darkness. I can't talk, I start vomiting. And I came in 2013, I prayed, but that relief didn't come because many people have hurted me, and of course I was also, I used to retaliate back. So that forgiveness was not there in my heart. Father used to say forgive, but then I used to always feel I'm not a God person, how I can forgive? These people are hurting me so much, how I can forgive? It was not there in my heart. Like when this is my fifth retreat. Day before yesterday night, it started all over again. Severe pain in my head. I was searching in the dark. My cousin is staying with me. I didn't want to disturb. I was searching for the tablets. I couldn't get the tablets. So I just prayed to God. I said, at least wake me up tomorrow morning. At least I don't want to sleep for 3 days. Then till that time Friday will come. And I will miss my full retreat. So I just prayed and I somehow came. I applied balm and I came for the service in the morning. And during that healing service, inner healing service in the morning, when Father announced that that migraine is, many people are getting cured of the migraine, something happened in my head and full, like, the migraine was gone totally. I didn't feel the headache also. I didn't feel like vomiting. I was back to normal by in the morning. So I am happy. And at that moment, before that, I forgave everyone. I said, Lord, I'm forgiving everyone from the bottom of my heart. And that's when that inner healing took place, and I was cured of this migraine after 28 years.
I'm Resha Morais. I'm from Pune, and this is my third retreat in Divine. I came last year in the year 2012, that's in January 2012, and with the intention of getting a life partner. So I met my husband in December 2012, and however, our relationship was not very good because we had a lot of fights. That's mainly because my husband was not close to God in any way. He hardly used to attend Mass or read the Bible. And because of these fights, I started getting into depression also. And I used to cry out and I wanted to leave. But then God was telling me, like my inner voice was telling me, but I know that's God telling me that, no, wait. So I waited and things got bad because of the fights on and off. Then things would get better, but it was a continuous process. And I was really fed up. And through all of these fights, in September 2018, that's last year, we got married. People were surprised that we decided also to get married. And on the 1st of September, 1 month before my wedding, my dad passed away of a heart attack. So that was a very big shock, but I thought I could take it positively, like I was strong enough. But with the fights and my dad's death, the anxiety attacks were more. So, and there were other issues, so I wasn't getting enough of sleep, falling in and out of depression continuously, like over a period of 2 weeks I was good, then 2 weeks I was low. And then I decided that I don't know from where, but I had this inner voice telling me, come for a retreat. I had friends who were Protestants, and there was a friend who was a Buddhist. So both of them told me, come to our community, you will feel peaceful, to both of them. But then something was telling me, no, don't go, just wait, everything will be fine. And at the back of my mind, there was this voice telling me, bring him to for a retreat. However, it was September 30th, that was our anniversary, which was approaching. So I don't know, I just felt like asking him for something, and that is, I told him, don't give me any gift, just attend a retreat with me. So he could not say no. So he was very reluctant, but he said, okay, I'll come with you for the retreat. And even 2 days before coming for the retreat, for no reason, I went back into anxiety, and I was like, God, why I'm coming to you for the retreat, and why again this anxiety has hit me. So God told me, in the middle of this anxiety, I'm going to bring you out of it. And also you bring your husband here and you will find your blessing. So when I came to the retreat, I was very anxious, very disturbed, did not have much of faith myself. But during the prayers and especially during the inner healing service, when Father prayed for demons of different types. So one of them is fear of death. So the fear of death had gripped me after my father's death, so much so that I would think about death, about my husband, myself, my siblings, my mom. Any call I was receiving, I was so scared, like, is there something going to be wrong? But during that healing service, I felt the power of Jesus, and I felt a very cool sensation on the top of my head, and I knew that that fear is gone. And also my back pain that I was facing on the left side, I did not ask also for healing because I thought I will bear that pain, but I started praying for others. And during that process, I felt very mild, but it was there, the sensation, a pricking sensation on my back, and I felt the healing touch of Jesus.
Hello friends, my name is Linton Alfonso and I am from Goa. I have a elder brother and this is my 5th or 6th retreat. I have been coming over here with my parents and this is my second retreat alone. The last retreat was in 2015 for a youth retreat. When I faced challenges, that is when I came, I realized that I need God. I was a lukewarm Christian, so I used to go to the church, but I used to drink and smoke at a very young age. I mean, with the friends, with bad friends, or so that is how it started. But nothing changed until I went to this college for my higher studies to become to become an officer, or basically to become a captain in future. So I joined this college in Delhi where I did my studies. I never knew, all this while I used to call it a mistake, but today I call it a God's plan because God made me go to that college. I faced struggles to get a job. Initially, to start with, I had to wait for 2 years, and then I went to a retreat in Goa basically, which helped me to get a job. The brother had said that within 30 days you're going, that is a Paloti home in Goa. The brother said you're going on the ship in 30 days, and I went on the ship. But as soon as I went on the ship, after 2-3 months, I forgot God. Again, drinking, smoking with friends, greed, money, and end of 11 months, I got fired from the company. So after that, I came home. I was enjoying. I did not care. I thought I will get a job as soon as possible because I had money, I had influences. I thought everything will be okay. But and the second thing is that I used to put my brother down because he was still studying, and at the age of 19 I went on the ship and I earned lakhs. So I used to say to my mother, look at my brother, he's not doing anything and I'm earning so much. My mom said that the pride and God, they don't go together and you will fall down. And it suddenly did that. Months passed by, years passed, that I could not find a job. My money was getting over and I used to try influences, money, going through agents, but I forgot that I need to go to God. I used to drink. I used to not get sleep at night, so I used to drink every night and come and sleep to get sleep because the tension was killing me. So I had to drink, and my family was upset. I used to hurt my mom, my dad. They were all worried. And after 1.5 years, my mom said, okay, you tried whatever you could. And she was the one who used to bring me when I was young over here, and she told me, go for a retreat. And that is when in 2015 I came for a retreat over here. It was a youth retreat, international youth retreat. I prayed to God and I told God that I did whatever I could with my human power. I don't know what to do. I have no answers. I did whatever I could. And as the inner healing retreat, in the inner healing service, you give up everything to God, and I felt light and I went from here. And as days passed by, I thought I went to Mumbai to one agent which I was trying. He was calling me to Mumbai every now and then and he used to tell me your joining is cancelled, go back home. And I used to feel so bad, but this time I said I'm going to give it a try. I believe in God. God in Jeremiah, he said that I have a plan for you, a plan to prosper and not to harm you. So believing this, I went again, But this was my mentality that the agent will help me again. But God, as I was praying, told me, my plan is different. You have to go, you have to leave this and you have to go on a passenger ship, try on a passenger ship. I asked God, how will it happen? Because I don't have any experience, no work experience, nothing. God said, don't worry. Again, Jeremiah, I have a plan and his plans are divine. He can change anything. So, and now I was confused whether this was again my thought or whether it was God's thought. So I asked God, it was raining, and I said, God, tomorrow morning if it rains, because this world works according to you. Nothing in this world is not according to your plan. So if it rains, I'm packing my bags and starting what you have told me. And it rained in the morning and I was so happy. I left Mumbai and I said, the money that is the agent has to give is giving me, well and good. If he's not giving me, it's okay. He did not give me. I left Mumbai and then I came home and I told my dad. Nobody believed me. My mom, except my mom, because she is a diehard faith with God. She is the one that always told me, look up to God no matter what circumstances, and she has gone through a lot in her life because of me, because of her family, and she always looked up to God. So she was the only one to believe me, and within 6 months, with divine help, with connections, everything came to me. I did not have to rush for things. The things came to me automatically because of God, and I got my job on Norwegian cruise line. Again, I was praying when I went on the ship, again praying, thanking God in the first initially 2 months. Then slowly again, friendship, friends, diversions. I again started to drink, smoke, and forgot God again. And initially, on the last day, normally we all have parties because you're going home. So I went to the party and I was over drunk and I was caught in the alleyway and I got fired on my last day of my contract. Nobody knew again because it was my last day of the contract, and my family was coming to pick me up because I was going for vacation. And I was so shattered. I thought I lost everything. The plan that God had shown me to become an officer, to go this way, I ruined it. And that's when I went to the church. As soon as I came in the morning around 4, 5 o'clock, I reached home. I went to the church and I kneeled down and said, God, I ruined it. I'm sorry. Show me something. I don't want to go near anybody because last time I tried it. Nothing works. It is all your plan. You can do it again. You can restore what was lost. You can restore again. And within 2 months, I got a job in another cruise line, which was Mindshift, which helped me a lot. That ship was a blessing, I can say, because it helped me to help another person who was similarly addicted to this drinking, and he was at the age of 32. He came on the ship. Lost everything, no respect at home, nothing. Parents forced him to go on the ship because he was not doing anything. I met him, he was my cabin mate. I changed him, and today on the second contract he became a waiter, and he's earning the highest amount of money in his family at the moment with respect and everything. And I managed to finish 2 contracts. I got a promotion also as a bar waiter where I did not have any experience, and after that I finished my contract, and the dream, which was to become officer, I said, God, now I'm going to UK. I want your help, divine help again. So God helped me with all the paperwork. I went to UK. I studied my exams. I studied day and night. Before going to UK in January, I lost my mom in September. That was the biggest heartbreak of my life because I love my mom so much. I still love her, and it was her dream to see me as an officer, which she's not there to see, but I'm sure she's there and watching me, and she's very proud of me. After that, soon after 1 month, I lost my cousin sister. She was just at the age of 20. And then in December, I got a news from my father that my brother broke his leg on the ship, and he has to put a rod and big operation. He will be at home for 1 year. I said, God, I don't know what you're doing. I am completely shattered. I don't know, but I know your plans. Everything happens in this world has a reason. So I said, I'm not going to curse you, or I'm not going to ask you why. Just help me to bear this pain and go to UK and give my 100%. So once I went to UK, it was very difficult for me. I could not get sleep at night. I used to cry going to bed because I used to remember my mom. It was still fresh, but I used to put those energy into studies. 10 hours, 11 hours. I just used to be in the library. I studied hard. I cleared my exams in one go. I topped most of the papers in my exam. I got a grade 1 in my writtens, and I passed my oral exam, and I am an officer today. I am a second officer with the help of God. I thank him, and I came on the 9th of October, just 3 days before coming over here. That was on the 12th. So I told my father 15 days before when I was in EK that I want to go for this retreat to thank God and praise God and to testify to a lot of people, a lot of youth over here who are coming and who are depressed, who are stressed out with their own thinking. 1 Corinthians 2:5 which says do not rely on human wisdom but on the power of God, because power of God can do anything which is impossible to men. And second is God has a plan for everybody. So don't stress, and sometimes it takes a longer time because you're not ready for the responsibility, and God gives you things when you're ready for it. I wasn't responsible when I was 4-5 years ago, but today I feel myself I'm responsible, and because of God, and God never left me. You can see my story. God has never left me. Whenever I went astray, He brought me back. He pulled me back. No, son, come back. So He is a heavenly Father. He wants much more of you, but you need to ask Him and He will give it to you.